Hello there guys, it's Dad here, and I'm back with another Realm Battles TCG video. So in this video I wanted to talk about game balancing and stuff, since I am sort of recording this as a sort of like journey of creating my homemade TCG. So I'll be going through any hurdles or any challenges that I face along the way. So a big challenge that I'm facing now is actually the designing of the cards. So of course, when you design cards for a card game, you're bound to make a lot of mistakes and probably get some cards that can get really powerful. I'm about to show you guys that today, and yeah, you can see for yourself how I usually balance things. So starting off, Weird Madman. So when I play tested this card, I actually realized that it's really strong, being able to allow you or your opponent to draw 3 cards at a cost of like 2 mana. Way too strong, and it's a 2/1 either way, so it's super versatile. So I think this card definitely deserved a little nerf. It was changed from 3 cards to just drawing a card. So yeah. It's just really important to balance your game around. I usually just play test around with like the cards and stuff, and that's also why I don't just release the game straight away. Because I am kind of worried about these sort of effects, and I don't want to release a game that's super unbalanced. Like, there's like one card in the game and that's just super overpowered, and everyone's like forced to play that card, especially in a game where colors or like color combination matters. I don't want like one color to be super dominant, like but yeah, I'll go through that more later. So I think you'll see quite a lot of green cards, because initially I did plan to make green a sort of like neutral color. Uh, so you can basically add it into any deck, but I realized how powerful that is, so you'll see as we go. So Supercharger, it was actually a super strong card. I didn't even realize it would be that strong. But it has the ability, if you have 5 or more charge, your charge is treated as charge of any color. This means that you can play creatures that are usually that have pure colored abilities. So there is a card Spider Lips, I believe. Yeah, so this card, this was actually played so much, so I nerfed both of them. So yeah, Supercharger has been changed to 3 green mana, and it has also been reduced to a 2/2 because it was just so strong. It was a really good creature. It could survive quite a lot. And I was actually surprised at such low stats. I thought 3/3 was low, and I ended up realizing that I should just make all stats be the total cost times 2, uh, should be like the total stats of the card. So in this case, the total stats is 4, so it will be okay with 2 costs, but since there's a powerful ability, I just add 1 more mana. So it costs 3 green now, so it's a little bit harder to play this card. You should be playing like more green, like a lot more green cards if you want to play this card. So yeah, a little bit, it's pretty bad. I'd say it's not, but it's not that bad to a point where it's unplayable. So that's like the goal of nerfing all of these cards. Like, I want to still make them playable, but I don't want them to be too overpowered and like overused. So yeah, Corrupted Blood is another one. This was actually just a mistake. This one should have said charged, because if not, you can just keep attaching kill creatures to this card. So definitely didn't want that effect, so it's now changed to charged. It was more of a mistake, and I did buff it a little bit because it's a 3 cost card. Does deserve at least a little bit of a stat buff. Next is Monkey King. I designed this card to be way too overpowered for green. If you're able to play this, this would already be how many? It would be a 12/12. So uh, bad design there. So yeah, it's now a 2/2 that gets +1/+1 for each energy. So when you play this card, you're still getting an 8/8, which is really really good. But now it's a little bit worse in a way. I mean, it's a lot better than before. So yeah, it's good to see that this card is a lot better. Next is Thorny Rose. So you may rest and kill this card to kill one of your opponent's creatures. Changed its stats to be a 2/1. Wait, did I change it right? Let me just double check. I did take down like notes and stuff for all of the changes. So yeah, I can just refer to that if I ever need to. It's really good to like write down anything that you need changed. It just helps out a lot. Yeah, I believe I did change it to a 2/1 because its ability is really really good. In fact, the fact that you can use it as energy is just good enough. So I don't think it really needs the stats. Like the stats is just like an extra if you like play it. I might buff this if I find out that it should be changed, but for now it's a 2/1. So yeah. Unhappy Mushroom. 11, 11 health is way too hard to get past. And yeah, that's basically it. I might rebuff this card because it's actually not as strong. It does get one shot by Pinky, and I did like think about red cards while I was making this entire thing, because red cards I realize are kind of underpowered. They were a little bit more underpowered than I realized. It could be because I'm not running like multiple copies in the decks, but I'll see as I progress. I think keeping it at 7 is okay. It makes it really really weak, but the fact that it can sort of like force your opponent to attack this creature is, I think it's good enough. So yeah, it does have a high cost though, so I might end up buffing it again. Mystical Fish, no way you should get a 3/3 for absolutely no cost. So it's been changed to a 2/2. And I actually forgot to add the without a cost in its play. So yeah, one of the playtesters actually was asking like, can I play this card for free or not? So added the without a cost just to make it more clear. Sheriff Tumbleweed, I actually made a mistake. I don't know why it was reduced to a 5 cost. It was meant to be a 6 cost to combo well with Sandstorm, which looks for a 6 cost creature. So I think it was like, I think I looked at the card and I thought 7/7 for 5. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Uh, no, I think I just accidentally deleted it or something, or I miscounted. iDemon, this card was actually a little bit powerful. It wasn't too powerful, but I'm kind of worried that a 4 attack is way too much. So it's been changed to a 3/1. Besides, his ability is like good enough, so I don't think there's a point to overbuff it. Plus, it's a common card. I don't want to see like too many cards like constantly being run, and I don't want to have too many overpowered cards as well. Tree Ogre, bad design choice, making it an 11/11 because it beats everything. 11 health is good enough. 6 attack makes it even better. Plus, since like cards will like trade, the 6 attack is good enough. Plus, if you attack with this creature like 5 times, your opponent's definitely dead. So yeah, had definitely had to nerf it. Drop the card there. Roach, Pete, and Rock. I actually never realized how underpowered this card was. It was basically unplayable because when you played Roach, it wouldn't stick. When you played Pete, it wouldn't stick. So it's been changed from N to Or. Uh, so yeah, just I think it was just a little bad design choice there. Prince of the Underground. First of all, I realized that I put the wrong name here. Uh, but I think it was fine. Everyone still got it. Like, you can't replay this card. But then I realized that, hey, um, maybe instead of not being able to play just this card, I'll add it loses its ability, so it combos well with Rogatron. Because I realized that nothing combos well with Rogatron. So Prince of the Underground, it's sort of a buff in a way. Kenspeth, the all-knowing frog. Actually, it's kind of a nerf because you can't really play like super powerful effects, but that's kind of a good thing because I don't want I don't want Prince of the Underground to be played and then like play Monkey King. That's way too overpowered. So yeah, I think it's good to design it this way. Kenspeth, the all-knowing frog. So this card was really really annoying to deal with. Although I only although I only ran like one copy of this card, it stuck for so long that I ended up with like 10 charge by turn 5, and my opponent couldn't kill it because they couldn't find a way to kill a 4 health creature. I think it was a bad design choice in the first place to make it a 1 cost 1/4. Uh, then again, at that point of time, I wanted to make creatures like really, really strong in terms of stats, but yeah, I guess that turned out to be the wrong way to go. So it's been changed to a 1/2. I still wanted to stick around for at least a little bit. So like one attack creatures won't deal with it. Not that there are that many one attack creatures, but it's easier to kill this card now. Yes, it's really bad that it just dies so easily. So maybe I'll change its stats to a 1/3. But I think it's good sitting at a 1/2 for now. I think it's just healthier. Besides, I don't, like I said, I mean, it's a 1 cost. I don't want green to be like super dominant. So yeah, I think just 1/2 is good enough. Centaur, this was so powerful. It was way too powerful because, like I said, Kenspeth, I got like 10 charge, and then I played Prince of the Underground, I played Centaur, and because I restood everything, I even played Spider Lips on that turn. Uh, just so happened that they're all close to each other, but yeah, it's just way too powerful. Slight nerf since I did already nerf Kenspeth, so it's a little bit harder to like ramp up. So yeah, just a little slight nerf so it doesn't kill as many things. I might nerf it even further if it really needs it, but yeah, for now I think it's fine. Next is Spider Lips. I think giving it a 3/3 was a little bit too powerful because it had the effect that your opponent cannot attack it. So I changed it to a 2/2. But I also decided to change its effect. So if your opponent cannot attack this creature if you do not own this card. So you're giving your opponent a 2/2 and you cannot attack it. So yeah, your opponent can attack this card. Honestly, in that case, I might return it back to a 3/3, but then again, I don't think this card would be great if you're giving your opponent a 3/3. It is a 7-star card. I mean, a uh, 7 cost card. I don't know why I'm thinking about Chaos Galaxy cost. But yeah, uh, I think it should be fine. If it isn't, I think I'll just buff the health a little. But again, this card, like, I can't buff this card too much because if you're getting a 7 cost with that's a 5/5 with this passive, I think it's way too overpowered. Spike, so a bit of a mistake. Uh, did want, like I said, I did want green to be a generic color, but this was way too generic. It's sort of a staple card actually, so I changed it to be a green and colorless to sort of make it a little bit harder to cast. It's still pretty easy, but yeah, I also changed it to a 2/1 because 3/1 is just way too powerful. Lytron. Lytron was pretty hard to deal with. Although I rarely saw this card being played because no one really drew into the Lytron, but I realized its potential when I realized like all of my stats were haywire. So I changed it to a 1/4. This way it doesn't like stay for too long. Because it has a really powerful played ability. Being able to play 2 cards from your hand onto the damage pile, that's already really, really powerful. But the additional passive, which was just a cherry on top, and it just felt too good. It's a 3/6. It was a 3/6 as well, which was just overpowered because it's super hard to get past 6. Well, first of all, it's hard to get past 6 health, and it had 3 attacks, so it killed anything that attacked it. So yeah, a little bit of nerf there. Mutant Beetle, I actually kind of liked this card, but I think it was a bit too powerful. Being able to attack for 4, uh, being able to have 4 attack is already good. Kills quite a lot of things, and since it can attack the turn it is played, that's already super strong. It has an additional effect, being able to become unhappy mushroom. So I decided to nerf its health because its second effect is actually like a lot of people played this card for its second effect instead of the first. So I think it was just way too powerful. Uh, Plus, it's a 4 attack already. That's already super strong. So yeah, just a little bit of a nerf there. So yeah, that's a little bit. I know I haven't showcased all of the cards, so to you guys it might be like, oh, I did like it might be the first time seeing a few of these cards. Uh, but yeah, I'll do a full like. I'm okay. I might do a full like card list like one day, but I just wanted to show you guys what it's like to balance cards and how you should go about balancing it. In my opinion, if you have some sort of like cost similar to mine, you should find a way to like sort of balance that. This way you don't like end up with this, with stuff like this, which is so overpowered. You got like, jeez. Uh, I can't remember how many times this was played and I realized how strong it was. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys learned something about balancing your game. And yeah, I did enjoy kind of balancing out and playing the game. It was actually really fast paced, surprisingly. And it was quite easy to teach players too, since it has sort of like simple style. And if they played Magic the Gathering like before, it was very easy to get a hold of. So yeah, hopefully this game does well, and hopefully I don't make another overpowered card. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Realm Battles TCG Discord. I usually post some like discussions and other stuff over there. And you guys get to see like sneak peeks before I show you guys anything. So yeah, be sure to join the Discord. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.